Power chords. We know them. We love them. They are the root of 1 million songs that we all know and love. And yeah, maybe you're a little bored with them. Maybe we should spice them up a little bit. Let's talk about how we can do that. So this is going to be the first video where I talk about power chords because there's a lot to cover in terms of other patterns and, you know, where they fall in patterns between different chords in whatever key you're doing. We're not going to talk about that. Today I'm going to break down just a single power chord position and what you can do with a single power chord. So let's get started. Let's play in the key of E. That intro that you just saw was in E, so I'm going to stick to that. We're going to play this E power chord on the 7th fret of the A, 9th fret of the D, 9th fret of the G string. We're going to mute everything else. Mute the low E string. Yeah, even though it's an E, we're going to mute it for now, okay? So if you don't know, a power chord is made up of your root note, the 5th note of the scale, and an octave of that lowest note. If you take away that middle note, all you have is two of the same notes that are an octave apart. Doesn't matter which chord you're playing, that fact is true. This power chord, if you get rid of this, your highest and lowest note are the same note, same note, same note. So, real quick, let's think of the major scale in relation to the fingers that you're holding down for this power chord. Think about that lowest note of your power chord as the first note of your major scale, and let's play it. Root, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8, your octave. Back to your 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different notes. Back to that. What we're going to do, we're going to talk about moving the notes around so you don't just play root 5th octave. Let's play whole melodies using the notes from that scale that we just walked through. Let's descend first. Let's go from playing that highest note with our pinky. We're going to remove the pinky and play 1 fret below it with the middle finger. Now you've got the power chord, but instead of that, you've got your 7th note, that major 7th note up there on the top. If we want to play the 6th note of the scale, we're going to have to lower this note down by 2 frets. Down to here, which means we're going to have to adjust which fingers we're holding the root and the 5th with. So let's do that. We're going to switch. Root note's going to be your middle finger. Your 5th note is going to be your pinky. Now your index finger is going to play the 6th. On the 6th fret, actually. It just works out that way. That happens to be the 6th fret. 6th note, 6th fret. It's not always going to be that way. This pattern stays the same no matter what power chord you're on. Root, 7, 6. Our 5th is already incorporated in the original power chord, so we don't have to do anything special for that. If we want to incorporate the 4th note of the scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to remove that ring finger note on the 5th, and we're going to bar the same fret that our bass note is on. Now, in order to play the major 3rd, we are going to lower that note 1 further. So once again, our middle finger is going to get involved in playing that bass note. 5th, 4th, 3rd. Very similar to the 6th position. You'll notice that it's just the index finger and the pinky have swapped strings. This is to play the 6th note of the scale. This is to play the 3rd note of the scale. So let's ascend. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8. So practice walking through those 6 different positions. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's really only 5 different ones, since when you play the 5th note, that's just your regular power chord. Now, if you want to incorporate the 2nd note of the scale, you can do it a couple different ways. You can just raise the bass note of your power chord up 2 frets, so you're going to play 3 notes all right next to each other. That's another way to do the second note. But that's more of just playing a 2-note interval. That's not a full power chord. So if you want to leave these 2 fingers in the normal power chord shape and position, root note, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these fingering patterns are applicable no matter where you are playing a power chord. If you are going to play it on the low E string, everything holds true. Everything's going to be the same here. That's your 7th note. That's your 6th note. Your root and your 5th remain the same. Your 4 is always going to be right next to that root note that you're already holding down with your index finger. 3rd, 2nd, all the way down. So try to it's sort of a finger independence exercise, really, getting comfortable with every one of those shapes. Try to get as comfortable with each of them as you are with your straightforward power chord. So that's one way that you can spice up your power chord playing and kind of give you each chord a little more versatility. In the next video, we will talk more about power chords and putting them in an actual pattern, and how I'll show you the layout of different power chord patterns and how they are movable up and down the neck. So hopefully that's useful. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Nate Leslie. This is my basement. This is my microphone. This is my Cower Super Chief, and I love it. I love you. And this has been my video. And this has been really nice talking to you. I'm going to go now. Okay, bye.